Hi Scorpio, welcome to Carol's Universe Tarot Readings from the Heart. So we're back to doing your month aheads as well. We've been doing week aheads for the last few weeks because I'm really busy and sometimes it's, I want to keeping current with the channel and getting lots of different things out there. But with my schedule at the moment, everything is just so busy. So you've got a year ahead coming up with this, and I'm so sorry that the readings are slightly late coming in. It's because what happened is I tried purchasing some cards. What am I trying to say? They're really good cards for the year ahead. They're oracle cards that I wanted to kind of complement the year ahead readings. However, my bank didn't tell me that they'd cancelled my card and were sending me a new one out, which they do with every customer every couple of years or so. My business account card as well hasn't arrived. So it was difficult to purchase those cards because you have to use my card via my business PayPal account, not PayPal, Amazon account. I have a business Amazon account, which I get all my tarot readings, tarot cards from and books and stuff like that. Obviously, at the end of the tax year, you can write this stuff off against all your tax stuff. So, I don't have any cards that I can purchase these things, so I have to wait for the cards to come in order to start the year ahead, because I'm thinking of just starting them now, maybe just using one of the other oracle decks. But these ones that I saw, I thought they were really good. Never mind, we'll see what happens there. If you see that the readings are up a little bit earlier with your year ahead, then you'll know that I'm using a different oracle deck, okay? So we're going to use for your month ahead for December the Everyday Enchantment Tarot, my favourite one by Poppy Palin, and we might use as a clarifier before tarot or the after tarot cards, okay? We're going to move that to one side, and we've also got probably some advice at the end of the reading. It's not going to be particularly long, I'm ever so sorry, but I'm up to the hilt with work at the moment, really busy, and so I'm just trying to keep everything kind of a little bit compact and a little bit short, which is why doing the week ahead. And I can't remember, and I don't know where this girl came from, but I'm going to say it on all my videos so she'll know who she is. Don't come to my damn channel calling me lazy, love, okay? Can't remember what your name is, but you contacted me through Messenger, basically telling me that I was lazy and why am I doing the elemental readings. Listen, you're getting the readings for free. You know who you are if you're watching the video. I don't know what you are, what zodiac sign you are, so I'm saying it on all the readings. You come to my channel for free. You get a free reading. You're not paying for anything. So don't tell me what to do on my channel. You'll know who you are. Don't come to me and contact me on Messenger, sending me a whole heap of abuse, saying lame, lazy, blah, blah, blah. You don't know nothing about my schedule at the moment, so don't do it, all right? You're going to get it for free, you little cheapskate. Right, sorry guys, this isn't for, the majority of you are fine, but some people are just, they expect the earth for something that they're not paying for, and I don't like that. I don't like people that come and want to throw a whole heap of abuse because you're not doing what they want. Get a life. Let's start your reading then, Scorpio, for the month of December 2018. Universe Spirit, what's coming in for Scorpio for the month of December 2018? Show me, Scorpio, the month of December 2018. Show me. Okay, so we're going to split the deck 1, 2, 3. Okay. 1, 2, 3. There we go. Should be able to see all those quite nicely. And I often like to start with the you now position. So in December, what Scorpio in December? Who are you in December, Scorpio? You are the High Priestess. Nice. I feel that you are highly intuitive at this time of year in December, because that's what the High Priestess is. Some of you guys, it might be that you're holding a lot of stuff in as well, because the High Priestess is a person. If you show it as a person, you can, being the High Priestess, you can be quite an aloof character as well. So some of you guys might be a little bit aloof. You might be a little bit emotionally detached as well. You might even be a bit tired with that High Priestess. But, also you might be highly intuitive. What's the reason that this is occurring? What's nice, the Eight of Wands. You guys have the arrival of some good news coming in the month of December 2018. So you might be, this is more about your intuition. You're tapping into your intuition. You're saying, what's the right thing to do? Because with the Eight of Wands can be about good news. You guys have probably had some good news come in. Okay, the root issue is you got some good news coming in. Now, I think in the past, you guys have with the Two of Cups. You've had some form of an agreement here with this Two of Cups, or there's been some form of a conversation, there's been a pledge, there's been a promise. The Two of Cups is often an agreement, or this is a partnership. You've involved yourself in a partnership or an agreement with somebody in the recent past. What's challenging you or influencing you in December 2018? The Queen of Wands. So this could be a person who's influencing you. Could be Aries, Leo, Sagittarius individual. But it might also be that your ambitions are, influencing you. Because the Queen of Wands could be, if this is a challenge, she's usually, when she's a challenge, she's in the reverse. Usually she's reversed because she's a right cow in the reverse. She's highly competitive and she's overly demanding as well when she's reversed. In the upright, she's a pretty good lady. She's very ambitious, she's very busy, she's very talented, she's very quick, but she wants things done. That's her thing, the Queen of Wands. And I think that this is more than anything, it's not this might be as an influence, it might be if you got good communication, maybe you got it from this lady coming in here. For some of you guys, if it's good communication, it might be what's influencing you with this Queen of Wands energy. Could be what's challenging you. We'll see what this card is here. This usually has a bearing on what's going on here. If it's a challenge, and it might be that you have a lot of things on, you've got to keep all of those balls in the air, because that's what Queen of Wands is. She's really busy. She has to multitask. And it might be some of you guys are having to multitask. What might be influencing you, remember the Queen of Wands means an invitation as well. So if you've got a lot of good news coming here, it might be what's influencing you or challenging you is you this month in December is you've had an invitation come to you, Scorpio, with the Queen of Wands. If it's not that, then it might be your own ambitions and your own determination and your own motivations. And it also might be your own intuition. There's three ladies usually within the tarot that I know of that show somebody who's highly intuitive. High Priestess is one, Queen of Wands is one, and Queen of Cups is another. As a result of that, the energy for the month around you guys is going to be, now the Five of Wands. So this is what's influencing this. Okay, Five of Wands can be struggles, it can be challenges. You're fighting against stuff. And I think that you are fighting against, this could be competitors as well. All right, I think that you guys have had some good news. There's probably a change. Some of you guys, it might be a promotion here with the Eight of Wands energy. Good news is usually Eight of Wands energy, lots of communication. But as a result of that, and it might even be that you're kind of conflicted, internally conflicted as well. Okay, if you look at the Queen of Wands as well, look at where her wand is pointing. Where is it pointing? I usually have the challenge position pointing this way. She looks like she's pointing towards, so it looks like she's orchestrating something here. Some of you guys might be dealing with a bit of a buffoon here, a bit of a nasty. She's not reversed, but it might be if she's in your challenge position. This is somebody who's challenging you, and it might be what they're challenging you. This is why it's influencing this for the month. Challenges for some of you guys. Five of Wands can show fights and it can show challenges. Maybe if you've got somebody around you, for example, who's doing that. This might be where your intuition lies, the High Priestess. Okay, some of you guys, it might be that you're remaining quite aloof because it's feeding, this aloofness with the High Priestess is feeding through to what you're experiencing. So if you guys are showing as being the High Priestess, being somebody who's perhaps a little bit aloof here with the High Priestess energy, it might be as a result of that the energy around you is the Five of Wands. There might be some conflict showing up here. It might be that you have to choose between two paths. Remember, she is a number 2 card, and 2 is representing the tarot balance, duality, but also imbalance and decisions that need to be made. So it might be that between the High Priestess is the mediator between the light and the dark. Okay, so she too needs to make a decision. She's highly intuitive, but she too will need to make a decision about what path she goes down. Okay, because it's feeding through to the Five of Wands confusion. I think that you guys here, you have a decision to make, I think, with this High Priestess energy. And you're trying to use your intuition on what direction you need to go in. Because it's feeding through to the month of being confusion, I think. I think that a lot of this is confusion. Because I think that you guys, the root issue is you've had something good come in, a good message here. And I feel it might be around this message, you've got some form of an agreement here showing up here. But what's challenging you is the Queen of Wands energy. Okay, it might be what's challenging you is that this isn't necessarily an antagonist, but this is more a part of yourself, the Queen of Wands. It might be what's challenging you is that you're in a good position here. It might be that you have a lot of freedom in what you do as the Queen of Wands energy. It might be that what you already do shows that you're quite confident and you're quite accomplished. And that's why you're confused here, because you have had some good news in. What's the most likely outcome for the month? Well, the Page of Swords. So the Page of Swords means to take a deeper look. More than likely, the Page of Swords says, well, I'm going to take a little bit of a deeper look into this. Because the Page of Swords is the researcher card. So when you get this card showing up, he's young and he's interested and he wants to know a little bit more. So I feel the more than likely outcome is you're going to need to take a deeper look a little bit more research some of you Scorpios are going to be performing into whatever this news is with the Eight of Wands. Coming in, what you guys will experience is taking time out to think. You're going to be contemplating. You definitely, this is really where it's at, the Eight of Wands. So you guys really contemplating this with the Eight of Wands energy. Because I don't think this is a fight with anything. I think it's confusion. I think the Five of Wands, even though it shows Five of Wands can also be worry and internal confusion as well. And I think that you'll step outside and you'll take time to think about what you're going to do. Because influences around this, or coming in around this, will be, well, the Six of Wands. I see you guys as deciding to go for this thing. Whatever it is that you're being proposed here, you'll go for with the Six of Wands is coming in. But also I think the influences around this this news, whatever it is that's being proposed to you guys, is that this is a good thing to go for. This is something you could probably be, because this is the influences. You can say the influences coming in, or you can see the influences around this situation is the Six of Wands. So it might be that the influences around the situation are really that you guys are looking for victory. You know, you're looking for victory, you're looking for fame, you're looking for recognition. And it might be that this is a situation that can get you further than you've ever been before. Six of Wands. It might be something, a job or a position in which you can probably accomplish quite a bit. What are your hopes or fears? Two of Swords. I think that your fears are, I think that this is a fear, the Two of Swords, and this is saying no. Because the Two of Swords is saying, no, don't want to know. Look at her, she's unwilling to open up the final notice. So your fears are, well, what if I don't want to do it? What if I can't? What if I can't make up my mind? What if I reject it? The Two of Swords is also rejection. Because you're being offered something here. But your fears are, well, what if I reject this, with the Two of Blades energy showing it? The overall outcome from your contemplation is going to be the Two of Wands. I do feel with the Two of Wands, it's interesting. Two of Wands can be two things. It can be there where you're ready to take that leap of faith, but it can also be with the Two of Wands as well, that you're at a little bit of a crossroads. I feel that more than anything, you guys are going to be ready to take that leap of faith with the Two of Wands. I see a new direction in the overall outcome from contemplation. Remember, the Wands are all about the action that we take. So with the Two of Wands, you're just about ready to go over those borders. I do feel with the Two of Wands in the overall outcome, you'll contemplate the situation, but the overall outcome from that contemplation will say, well, I'm ready now to take this new direction. It's a very, very good reading for the month of December 2018. We're going to try and find out. I don't think that these before tarot and after tarot are the right cards to use for this reading, to be perfectly honest. It doesn't feel like it's the right cards to use, to be perfectly honest with you. I'll try and get, what should I get? Really, I'll just get the smaller tarot, to be honest with you. I could have used something else, but yeah, we'll just use the smaller tarot. What is the... I think that you guys are very much needing to use your intuition here, okay, with the High Priestess. And it's feeding through to confusion. So I think that very much you guys are needing to use your intuition. It's feeding through to you guys feeling very confused with that Page of Wands energy. You've been sent a message. What's this message about in two cards? What's this message about in two cards? What's this message about in two cards? Okay. Well, there you go, Six of Wands. Some of you guys have been very successful. The Six of Wands is about success. So you've been very, very successful. Could be that you've been successful, couple of offers coming in, Two of Coins, two things. Might be that you've been very successful in two things showing here, okay? Because it's good news that's coming in. We're asking, well, what's the good news? So the good news is all about the Six of Wands. The Six of Wands is success. And the Two of Coins is juggling a couple of things. So it might be, who knows, you might have been successful with passing a test, for example, with the Two of Coins, or you might have been successful concerning a couple of offers that have been presented to you with that Two of Coins energy showing there, okay? So I think that this might be something maybe job offer related, something like that. And I feel that you've, you know, concerning this, you guys will have with the Two of Cups, because what I'm doing now with these, it's all future based. Everything is completely future based. So what this will say is that concerning this, it might be in the past. Concerning this will be the only past energy here though. So concerning this offer coming to you guys have had a meeting, you've had a sit-down meeting with someone with the Two of Cups, you've had an interview, it can easily be an interview, you've had a nice chat with someone concerning a job or something like that, and you've passed the test, it's showing here. You've been successful, and this might be, when you get the Two of Coins as well, it can be like a, how can I say it? It's like one of those tests that test you on maths, or it tests you on skills, you're like a skills test, because the Two of Coins is all about your skills as well. So it might be that you've been tested on your skills and you've passed the test concerning skills. It looks like whatever this is, you've passed it. You've definitely passed it. And around that energy, you had a chat. You had like an interview, informal chat or an interview with the Two of Coins. And what's influencing you right now is the Queen of Wands energy. And the Queen of Wands energy, it might be what's influencing you is that you're in a really good place. It might already be that you're in a really good job, or, for some of you guys, what might be influencing you in December is that you want to get further. You want complete independence. You want to be at the top of your game, for example, with the Queen of Wands energy showing here. But the problem is it can't be that, because this is what's leading to the confusion. The Queen of Wands is influencing why there's confusion with the Five of Wands energy. It might be that with the Queen of Wands, what's influencing you is because you've got a lot of stuff to do. Because Queen of Wands has to direct. She's a leader. She's orchestrating everything. She's orchestrating on this card. She's orchestrating a choir. Do you see what I mean? And she's got the limelight on her. So maybe what's challenging you is that you're putting yourself in the limelight here with the Queen of Wands. Because you've got photographers around this lady as well. Can you see? People are taking pictures and all sorts. So what might be influencing or challenging you is that you're really going to put yourself into the spotlight here. You've passed every test here for some of you guys, but you're going to be in the spotlight with the Queen of Wands, and you're afraid of it. And this is what's putting the confusion there. You're scared. Basically, I think some of you Scorpios are really scared with this energy showing here. And you're going to research it a little bit more with the Page of Swords. You say, let me take a moment just to research this a bit more just to see whether it's what I want. I think that this is fear for some of you Scorpios. I think that you're going to be in a position that you've not been in before. And I think that you're saying, shit, can I do it? I think some of you guys are really shitting yourself because you're saying, shit. What's influencing you is that you're going to be in the spotlight. You're going to be in a very prominent, I'm seeing some of you guys in a very prominent position in this area here, and you don't like it. You wanted it, you went for it, you had the chat, you had the conversation, it all went well, and you were offered the position. But what's influencing you for December is, and what's straight challenging you is, that this is going to put you in a really, really prominent position, a position that is better and bigger than what you've had before, and you're afraid, because the energy around you for December is, I'm scared, I'm confused. And you'll say, let me take a moment just to sit back and take a bit more of a look at this with the Page of Swords energy. However, coming in from this, you'll take a moment out to meditate, to think, to just collect your thoughts, to contemplate, how is this going to be for me? Because influences around this situation with the Six of Wands energy, again, Six of Wands is like the Queen of Wands, you're going to be in a place where you're highly recognized. But also this is, influences around this situation is that this is a job, this is a position that can really get you far. It can get you into a good place. It can get you into a very high position, very, very far with the Six of Wands. Six of Wands is recognition, it's fame. So this situation is really going to raise your profile with that Six of Wands energy, because this is the influences around the situation. This is the job. This is the type of job that's really going to take you places. It's really going to raise your profile. You're afraid to say no. What if I say no? Why is Scorpio afraid to do the Two of Swords? Well, the Ten of Cups shows here, and the Ten of Pentacles. Because you know that this is a very permanent, very sturdy. The Ten of Cups and the Ten of Pentacles, got two tens. This is going to bring in positive changes for you. So, of course, you're afraid to say no. And also within the home, for some of you guys, you're going to have more money coming in than you ever had before. Ten of Coins, big money, permanent job. So you guys know that within the home, Ten of Cups is the happy home. It's the contented home. Ten of Coins is the home that you got money in. Stability, financial stability, material stability within the home. You know that this is going to bring all of that, and you're afraid to say no to all of that. But you're afraid of yourself. You're afraid of making mistakes, Scorpio. The overall outcome is the Two of Wands. We're going to see what it means by the Two of Wands. Is it that you are stuck between two paths by the end of December, or do you decide to go for it? What do you mean by the Two of Wands in the overall outcome? See, the Ten of Wands is perseverance, okay. But you're going to heal over this. You've got the Temperance energy, okay. You're going to manage. I think that you'll go for it. You'll reluctantly go for it, but you will. You've got Temperance. Temperance is all about managing. It's all about healing and soothing the energies of the Ten. You need the water of the Temperance. Even though they're both fire cards, Sagittarius, plus the Ten of Wands, Sagittarius, Aries, Leo, it doesn't matter, because he's got water. The angel has water, and the water of the angel, what he's doing on here, when you look at the Temperance card, it's all about soothing. So when you get Temperance, it's healing, it's medication, it's medicating the problem, for example. So if you guys are feeling stress, you'll find a way to medicate that stress with the Temperance energy. You'll find a way to heal it, to balance it out, okay? So I see here, this isn't you being at a crossroads, this is you saying reluctantly, you know, I'm going to have to push myself forward, because the Two of Wands is all about, you've got a chance to go out there and do something, and it's up to you whether you're going to go beyond your boundaries. You'll go beyond your borders. You guys are afraid. Some of you Scorpios are going to be afraid to go beyond your borders. You really are. Because you know in these two cards, not only is the outside influences around this job, that people are succeeded in this job. People that are offered this particular role are succeeding. Whether it's a role or something else, they're succeeding. The Six of Wands is the outside influence. You know, people are getting places. People are raising their profile. This is also in the outside influences, a place where people are backed by others. So you don't need to worry. But it's your own fears, because you feel, shit, I'm really going to have to show what I'm worth here. I've got all eyes on me. Not only, and you're in a place of prominence. So some of you guys are in a really big position that's been offered in these two cards. You've been offered a massive position, Scorpio. For some of you guys, really big, because you're orchestrating the orchestra, you're looking after the orchestra, you're conducting. So if you're conducting something, you're in charge, and all eyes are on you. So you're like, shit, I'm in charge here, and all eyes are on me, and I'm afraid, and that's why I'm fearful. The energy around you for December is, shit, I'm scared. I'm scared because I know that I've got to step up to this. You passed every test here. You had a good conversation, people liked you, and you passed every test, and yet you're scared to put yourself out there. You might be afraid because of what people think. Okay, why is the Queen of Wands Scorpio's challenge? Why is it their challenge? Well, the Seven of Wands shows it. So you've got to make a stand. You've got to show what you're worth. You're afraid of people asking you everything. The Seven of Wands is where you've got to show what your self-worth is. You can't be afraid. This is something that you don't want to do. You want to avoid having to do that, because the Eight of Cups is walking off from this. So you want to avoid basically having to show what you're worth. Having to show your confidence. You're afraid of doing that because you don't think you can, but you can. You can. You can. You can do it. And also what you're afraid of is that this energy, this position that you go into with the Seven of Wands is going to put you on a completely different path, where you're going to have to embrace, being that you're the Death card, Scorpio, those changes. You're going to have to transition into this role, and you're, shit, can I do it? Some of you guys have been stuck in doing something for too long, but you wanted change because you asked for it in these areas, and you've got it coming in for some of you in December, but you're afraid to make those changes, because when you got it, when you get it, that's why they say, you know, be careful of what you wish for, because when you get it, you kind of, remember, Scorpios don't like change. We like to keep things the same, but death is coming, and that's you. This is your major card, and you're like, shit, this role where the Seven of Wands, I'm going to have to show what I'm made of with the Seven of Wands. I'm going to have to really step my game up with the Seven of Wands energy. Well, this is going to put me on a different path with the Eight of Cups. And that path means that I'm going to have to transition into this. And I'm afraid to do it because I don't think that I can. I don't think that I can. Okay? But you can. You can. You wanted it, so you've got to take it now. You wanted it, you've got to take it. Because for some of you, not all of you Scorpios, but for some of you, change is coming. It is coming, but you asked for the change. And the Lord, the universe, God, Jesus, whatever you want to call the higher power, the higher force, it's giving you those changes. All right? You will procrastinate for a moment. You're just like, let me take a little bit more of a look, Page of Swords. You know, but you can't. You just got to put your hands in God's hands. It'll be fine. Meditate, pray, you'll be fine. Because from there, you'll say, you know what, I'm afraid with the Two of Wands, but the chance is given, and I've got to go beyond my own borders. I've got to go beyond my own limitations. I've got to do that. That's what the Two of Wands is about, because it's about the Ten of Wands struggles, but they will be appeased with the Temperance energy. You're going to manage the Ten of Wands energy. You're going to manage your frailty, your fears. You'll manage all of those things. You really will. You'll go beyond your own borders, and you're going to go beyond what you think your limitations are. This is a good reading coming up. Exceptional. Change is coming, guys. You asked for it, though. You asked for it. Change is coming. You asked for it, and it's going to happen. Let's just see what the Angel of Abundance advice is very quickly for the month. Universe Spirit for December 2018. What is the advice that you have for Scorpio in one card? Attracting, not chasing. Okay, so it says anything or anyone you chase after will run the other way because of the fears underlying chasing energy. Instead, attract what you need by sending out love, gratitude and welcoming energy. It's an interesting card to show up, but it's true. Attract, not chase. But I don't think that you guys have chased anything. Okay, but no, in a way, I think that this, if I'm going to turn this around and say what I think it's about, I think because you chased success, the success isn't running from you, but I think that you're running from it. Okay, but you've got to front up to it now because it will turn out to be something good. Okay, this card is saying to you, Scorpio, okay, anything or anyone you chase after will run the other way because of fear's underlying chasing energy. But the fear is your own. You chased this success, you went for it. You didn't chase it, but you did certainly go for it, but you're afraid. It says instead attract what you need by sending out love, gratitude and welcoming energy. I think that you already have. All right, I think that you already have. But I feel that really, when I look at the card in depth, I think it just says feel the fear and do it anyway. You chase success, some of you guys are, and now when it's come to you, you're afraid of it. You chased it possibly for the wrong reasons or for a reason that you were kind of like, some of you guys might have been stuck in a job you didn't like or with the person you didn't like. You're like, oh, hell no, I'm going to go and get something else. And when it's come to you, you're like, shit, what do I do? But I think the universe is saying, you know what, don't worry about it. Because even though you chased it and now you're kind of back on the back foot a bit and you're saying, shit, did I really want this? I've got it now, do I really want it? Well, it's fine. It's absolutely fine, because what will happen is that you'll get used to this thing. You really will. You've just got to take yourself out of that comfort zone. Just take yourself out of the comfort zone and you'll be fine. Don't be afraid about change. Scorpios notoriously are, but you will be absolutely fine. You wanted it, now you've got to take it, because the chance has come to you, and it's come to you for a very good reason, and that is that God wants you to succeed as well, and you will do, I promise. All right, my darlings, take care. Bye-bye. And I'll see you on your year aheads. I'm hoping that the year aheads are sitting next to this. If they're not sitting next to this, then they'll be up sometime in December. All right, take care, guys. Bye-bye.